Our next panel, the topic is called Beyond the Hype, New Opportunities for Generative AI in Energy. And it's my pleasure to invite the panelists, Dainis Kruze, CEO at Aerones, Martin Kruus, CEO, co-founder and chairman at the Supervisory Board at Sunlight, Bert Berenbroek, CEO at Net2 Grid, and the moderator in this occasion will be Agnieszka Gawinek, Director of Business Development at Electrum Solutions. Welcome, the four of you, and thank you very much for joining us today. The stage is yours.
Okay, so hello. We will start with a short presentation about the AI and the Climate Technology Center. So I'm waiting for the slides.
No, the slides. We should sit there.
Yeah, it works.
Should
okay.
we go sitting then?
So today I would like to present you the new opportunities that brings us the energy business. AI will give us the overview on how new technologies might support us in achieving better results with no additional investment in resources or infrastructure. Talking about the sustainable growth, net zero strategies, economy efficiency policies, and so on, we have to, and we are obliged to focus on creating more benefits and additional values from existing power plants. Also, we need to use IT smart tools and AI-powered based strategies and solutions to make it more prosperous. Okay, so as all we know, energy assets require really well-professional, dedicated operation and maintenance services, constant monitoring with warranted SLAs because it's highly important for achieving really good benefits from the assets. And also we need professionals on standby with great knowledge to achieve and solve daily problems. So that's why we are excited really to present you the innovation at the Climate Technology Center. So at first glance, it appears that we have like monitoring or dispatch center, but it's not like this. It's the epicenter of really great innovations. The focus is on the state-of-the-art neural brain created specifically for the needs of this institution. The world is changing rapidly, so the Climate Change Energy Center seems to be the ray of hope. Its neural brain symbolizes the combination of technology and human genius guiding us towards a sustainable future where energy is clean, accessible for all, and safe for the planet. So let's imagine the neural brain with pulsating of thousands and interconnected neurons dedicated to analyzing the innovating in the fields of climate, energy, and technology. So as I mentioned, it's not just the dispatch or monitoring center, it's the epicenter of innovation. So here, ideas transform into technologies and solutions. First of all, the AI-powered system acts as a pulsating hub for thoughts and ideas, made up of thousands of interconnected neurons. It analyzes climate, energy, distribution, and can draw conclusions from raw data, so it really supports daily life. Also, the neural brain helps us to gather a vast amount of data and to analyze them. Thanks to big data analysis, it generates conclusions and forecasts, so it supports decision-making process. Thanks to that, people can do it easily and with better quality, of course. Using also advanced machine learning algorithms, the neural brain at the Climate Technology Center designs new technologies related to renewable energy, energy efficiency, and CO2 emissions. And the Climate Technology Center not only generates ideas, but it's also the platform for supporting startups, innovators. So therefore, we believe in really international collaboration. And thanks to that, we can create different solutions which are really unique on the market. So the future hinges on the integrating AI with diverse energy sources and, of course, storage solutions, because without that, the system will not exist and will be not so flexible. We can observe a few, probably many trends on the market, so it's not even evolution, it might be even a revolution. But we must say that definitely there is more diversity of technologies, of different sources. Also, the market share of renewable energy is greater than it was before. So we are really struggling with something unique because renewable energy, as you know, is completely different, something from a standard power plant based on really big numbers. Also, the net, the grid, is changing so rapidly. So we have dynamic prices, we have negative, positive prices, and the system must respond to that. And definitely energy quality, because we have industries, we have equipment, we have different clients. So each of them requires really good quality energy. So definitely we must be open to an era of change where traditional systems will go away and something alternative, really unique, will come into. So systems will be based on decentralized solutions. So it means that we will have distributed energy sources, smaller in numbers, but definitely significant in greater of locations. So combination of this variety of RES, also with storage solutions, with microgrids, so it will be the creation of something unique. Also, we need decentralized management systems because standard SCADA solution will be definitely not enough. We need something more. Innovative energy storage solutions. Right now, we are really based on standard batteries with raw materials from China or from Asia. So we need to look for something different, unique and independent, like hydrogen, like thermal storage, like materials which are recyclable. So definitely this is the key component right now of the system. And also interactive network and social cooperation, because energy, it's not just the flow of the energy, it's also the community to use it wisely, to distribute to the consumer. Also, everybody right now can be producer and consumer, so we have prosumers, and we need to use it really in an appropriate way. And sustainability, of course, because we need to grow, we need to develop the world, but with the sustainable area. And coming to AI, so it's key component right now of the Climate Technology Center because it supports us in intelligent management. Without that real-time optimization, decision-making process, it's really hard. I would not say it's impossible, but it's hard. Also, dynamic response to changing conditions. So artificial intelligence combined with human intelligence is the perfect solution because we need to create really new business opportunities because we see different models, different pricing strategies, and so on. So the combination helps us a lot. Optimizing resources used in different regions and times because majority of investors have assets worldwide, so no matter whether it's in US, in China, in Europe, so we can observe different trends and to compare, and AI helps a lot in that. Adapting to the market and policies, so this combination of different intelligence, AI and human, helps us in doing the business, so to respond wisely to market prices. And technology development, so definitely something like this will be observed. We have more and more new technologies, but are really in quick commercial way. So it means that even though some technologies are not developed, tested in hundreds of tests, they will be present in our business. So we need to get used to that as well. Also, what I wanted to highlight, it's predictive analysis, so machine learning, because we have so much data that no one almost it's impossible to analyze and to make the conclusions from that. So that's why we allow to use the AI tools. Optimize distribution, so intelligence systems take into account various factors, not just the human, but also the conditions, the nearby assets, and so on. So it helps a lot. Dynamic energy prices, so here with the AI and great interconnections between local SCADAs, trading platforms, and human support, we can do something really dynamic. And grid harmony might be achieved only when the balance of the energy it's equal, so the consumption, it's close to the production, and so on. So right now, I would like to invite my panelists, and we will talk about a few points. So welcome, Dainis, Bert, and Martin.
Yeah, thanks.
So maybe we will start with the role of distributed sources and advanced technologies which are present in the decarbonization process. So maybe Dainis, can you give us a word about that?
Yeah, looking at the increase of demand of the energy in the world, and I think that advanced technologies and AI is a crucial part how to make clean energy more efficient and sustainable. We at Aerones, we're building robots for wind turbine inspection, maintenance, and repairs. We allow our customers to generate more energy. Robots are decreasing the amount of days needed for the maintenance or repairs, increasing the efficiency of the turbines, truly increasing the efficiency of the turbines. Our customers can reduce the CO2 emissions by up to 14,000 tons per wind turbine in the lifespan of the turbine, using better technologies how to maintain them. And also, like the robots, automation, and AI decision making. So we gather a lot of data from these robots, data never gathered before. And so we're building also the platform where our customers using the AI can make better decisions how to maintain and how to align the demand of the energy, the maintenance planning and operations of the turbines, and the repairs. So we think that in Aerones, and this is why we are working so hard, that automation, robotization, and smart data-driven decision-making is so crucial for renewable energy.
Mm-hmm. And Bert, how about new technologies? Because you are from the grid side rather, so how you see that solutions?
Yeah, so my neighbors here are more in the generation of energy. We are focusing on applying AI on the consumption side of energy. So if you look at the generation, all renewables are generating electricity, and the electricity share in the energy consumption has been flat 20% for the last 30 years. And if you want to make use of the renewables in the coming 30 years, we have to grow that 20% to 60%. And that is a huge engagement problem. And we are tackling that problem by using AI tools to derive value from smart meter data. Smart meter data on different granularities. So both the transactional data that is collected by DSOs from smart meters, but also the data that is collected on the edge. And we make AI models that help grid planners to understand where in the grid the distributed energy resources are. Demand response programs are getting more complex. In the past, demand response programs were more focused on distributing thermostats and controlling HVAC by saving generation in the ecosystem. Nowadays, demand response programs are more around EVs, where the location of the EV is more important because the savings are on the grid side and not so much on the generation side. And you need to know what type of owner is behind the EV, what type of charger people have at home. Do they have a level 1 charger, a level 2 charger? Do they have, is the owner of the EV a commuter? Is he using his EV every day, or is he using it only once a week? So all this information is important to plan new demand response programs, and we are providing that analytics using AI.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how about you, Martin? Because you are like an investor position, so you have grid side and in generation part. So what do you think about these all new technologies?
Perhaps our view is still more holistic towards AI, and let's say the main task what we are trying to solve in our company in Sunly is to actually to move this renewable energy production from the, let's say, large-scale production side more to the consumer side, because we have done renewable production already like almost 20 years, and only now the system starts to really transform, because it used to be like some kind of a, I mean, the renewable generation used to be just some kind of a addition to the system, some demo, you can call it demo phase or whatever, and the system as such were still run by conventional methods. Now, consumers actually have to make this change, because for example, at the moment in Estonia, the electricity price, or in Nordics more widely, is zero. So which means that actually the job we're doing doesn't, have any value. So the match between the production curve and the match between the demand curve, this match should be developed, and we definitely observe the situation, how AI can perhaps help to create this match, and there are multiple ways. It is already was discussed here today, but definitely there are many. And perhaps I would like to emphasize one issue which is maybe not often connected to the AI. Actually, is I would call this educational part or consulting part of the consumer. What AI can do is ideally, of course, probably there will be a lot of setbacks as well, but ideally what AI can do, AI can bring the reliability and the speed and the efficiency to this very first part of the process, where the people who are not used to think about, demand control or EV charging or hourly prices or whatsoever. So AI tools, I see can future help to find specific solutions for each specific consumer. Because today the solutions are kind of a generic, and we as a professionals, we assume that if we say something, it will be understood immediately or something. But actually, the barrier is quite high, and one area where AI can, I think, really help is to really quickly and reliably design specifically tailored solutions for each consumer.
Yeah, so the architecture of the grid and the network is changing rapidly, I think, because as you mentioned, it's not only about the equipment and infrastructure, but it's also about the habits, yes, so about people behavior, how they react to the grid changes. So the question about the future, yes, because the grid is changing, equipment is changing, new technologies are improved and implemented. So what's your perception, Dainis, about maybe your part of generation business sector?
I think that, despite all of the setbacks for the renewable energy which has happened in the recent years, it's still going to prevail. It's going to grow rapidly. But as with any business which is experiencing rapid growth and scale, there are scalability problems, right? So one of the largest problems in the wind industry is the maintenance problem. So all of the maintenance of the wind turbines are done by people hanging in ropes. There are not enough labor willing to do that job. And this is why the entire wind industry is working on corrective maintenance base, which is decreasing the efficiency of the industry. And this is why we hear so many stories about turbines going on fire or smashing to the ground. Robotization, automation of the maintenance processes, and automation and smart decisions when to do, what to do, and how to do is inevitable. It's like the only way how the wind industry can grow, and that's where we are heading. This is why we are working so hard on this.
So it means that partly we will need less people involved in the business, because the majority of the effort will be on the automation part and sophisticated and advanced technology tools.
There is not enough people willing to do that job, hanging those ropes, and it's very, very seasonal. It's not safe. The robotization and automation is the only way how to actually to make it happen, and how to turn the industry from corrective to preventive maintenance. This is why also the renewables are maybe not so competitive, and the competitiveness will go higher if the wind industry is going to be more efficient.
Yeah, especially once we have so high targets, yes, to be net zero countries and even the continent. How about the grid, Bert? Because from the grid you see probably different trends, but going to the same aim, yeah.
Yeah, so the future for us is higher granular data. So in the past, we have captured high granular data ourselves just to train our models. And there was not really a use case for catching real-time data with 1 hertz granularity on the edge. Nowadays, with more and more retail contracts being dynamic, the value of intraday data becomes more realistic. And metering companies are generating new generations of meters. We are working with Itron in the US on their Riva platform. It's a new AMI meter that allows us to run software on the edge on the meter. So those meters run Linux, and we are a certified partner of Itron that can run our Energy AI software that we normally run in the cloud on the edge. And that is generating completely new use cases of timely events that can be used both on the grid side and on the consumer side. And on the workforce, I see the same trend. Not so much at energy retailers, not so much in maintaining large fleets of windmills, but maintaining personnel in call centers. Nowadays, for energy retailers, it's hard to find employees that want to work in a call center. It's more fun to flip hamburgers than to work in a call center. And we are helping these energy retailers to reduce the amount of calls that they get from customers by increasing the digital self-serve and therefore reducing the call center costs. And that's a huge savings for energy retailers.
Definitely, Trent. How about the investor position? Where are you heading with your assets?
In connection of AI, so I would say that still the energy world is still very physical. I mean that, and obviously the safety comes first, and also the quality of the energy, obviously, which if you exploit AI in a very large extent, you can, it starts to affect the system much more than just regulating a single, I don't know, heater or the boiler or EV charger somewhere. So this also have to kept in mind, and we really think as I told earlier that we would like to look AI really the tool to make the consumers more aware what is possible and what is not, and especially this efficiency issue that it is a huge labor-intensive task, and even then, if you put a lot of effort to this task, so that seems that AI is becoming more reliable partner when you're explaining certain things than the physical person. And perhaps I would also bring one issue in is the not in my backyard problem, which definitely holds back a lot of permits needed to go on with the energy transition. And there also, I hope that AI can bring more reliability, especially by solving this kind of site-specific issues dynamically. That it is not ready-made from the beginning, but it gives a platform to everybody to interact and to see the different results of the simulation. Because I would say that if we moving to the net zero or full renewables, the technology is pretty much there. The problem is not the technology, the problem is the people. And now we actually see also that some kind of a renaissance of whatever nuclear, or even that the views that perhaps that we are anyways too late, that perhaps we shouldn't do anything. So the human factor, I would say, is becoming more and more important. It's already important, but it's becoming more and more important, and it's definitely affecting our business.
Yeah, and I think that's quite positive information, because there are some views that AI is making the human intelligence quite going away. So there is a risk that people will be not needed to do some basic even things. But you say human factor is crucial. So the question about the AI, so what's the importance of that and what we might use it for? What are the pros and the future of AI in our energy business. Maybe Dainis, to your question.
Oh yeah, we are. Everyone understands AI, like how the AI is working with a lot of data. We're also using the AI for like robots are gathering terabytes of data, and AI goes through all of this video and visual data and finds the problems on the turbines and gives recommendations what should be done. But there is another aspect, and there are plenty of softwares which are trying using AI to align the demand and the supply, etc. But in our case, we're building also the AI, which is actually learning how to control the robots and to get the automation of the robots. So the AI will control the robot, and so the full autonomous maintenance of the turbines is the ultimate goal of our company. The industry is not ready yet for that entirely, but step after step we're heading there. So not only the data, work with the data, but also controlling of the robots.
Yeah, and supporting
and
the
control maybe of the wind turbines and other things.
Yeah, about the grid AI.
Yeah, I see it as a great tool that is accelerating the energy transition, but it requires a lot of interaction. So if you train AI models, you need to make sure that the data that you're feeding your models with is correct and is clean, because crap in is crap out. And afterwards, interpreting the results of AI models requires human intelligence as well. So I don't see the workforce going away, but I see us being more productive and accelerating faster.
Yeah, so the combination of all these intelligence, and also the question to you about the investor side, AI, what's the future for that?
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here. So I'm glad to learn, but I also understand that we are still quite in the beginning, and we should do something, but at the same time be very open to learn from the mistakes and from the setbacks. And I fully agree that actually that the question is also that how we are, let's call it normal people, how we are able to communicate or interact with the AI. This is also the new kind of a knowledge, and I would say that if we are talking about AI, then the let's say knowledge or the know-how of the user of the AI will take like 90% of the AI development in the future, because AI kind of alone, so it doesn't work. It is still, I would say, there to help us and make our processes more efficient.
Exactly. And we have one slide at the end with a real example how AI supports blade inspections. So may we switch to that also?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's wait. Maybe we can.
Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we cannot.
If not, so we will tell the short explanation what's about and how it works.
Yeah, AI is becoming smarter, and what that slide would show is that the future of the AI and interaction between the humans and the AI is that there's so many things what the humans are doing actually on poor quality because it's boring. And the AI could streamline that, like picking up the phone calls, also reviewing the data to find the problems on the wind turbines or solar panels. But I think that the ultimate goal and where it's going to head is that automated processes controlled by AI and automated robotic services controlled by AI is going to be the true future and the true power of the AI.
Yeah, and I think that the crucial here is that we can have the same results no matter whether it's in US or in Europe. So it's important that the same client might reach the same results from the company, not just based on the human, but rather on the tools and solutions. Yeah, so thank you for the discussion about the AI and the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.